A Bixby dad is issuing a challenge to all fathers all around the world. He's offering to help with what he calls the best letter they'll ever write.
2 News Oklahoma's Julie Chin introduces us to Blake Brewer, whose mission is to create a lasting legacy, and it's Positively Oklahoma.
Dear Gracie Kate, I remember the moment that you were born like yesterday.
Blake Brewer knows the power of the written word. It's a legacy passed down to this father from his father.
It goes back to a letter that my dad wrote to me when I was 19 years old.
A father-son letter Blake treasures.
So he was a big guy. He had been drafted by the Atlanta Falcons to play football, but his main claim to fame is that he was Terry Bradshaw's tight end at Louisiana Tech. Went on a family vacation to Hawaii, and of course I was excited to go. And first day that we're there, we went to the beach.
That day, Blake's dad got caught in the waves in an area called Witch's Brew and drowned.
Went from one of the best moments of my life to the worst.
Just hours later, Blake's mom found a letter from his dad meant for him.
He had no idea when he wrote it that it was going to be his last words to me, but it was everything I needed in that moment. Like, don't tell me my dad didn't love me.
Blake says those words comforted him in grief, carried him through college, and inspire him now as a dad.
Heaven above and the sea below.
Nearly 20 years later, Blake has turned his painful story into one of positivity by creating the Legacy Letter Challenge.
Well, I'm on a mission to help 1 million dads write at least one well-written, meaningful, lasting legacy letter to their children.
Think of it as a love letter from Dad.
If you were to put the most powerful things that everyone wants to hear from their dad into one letter, like, let's do it. I love you, and it's unconditional. There's nothing that you could do tomorrow to make me love you any more or any less. I'm proud of you, and it's not for what you've done, but who you are, and I believe in you. Like, life's gonna throw you some curveballs, but man, you've got what it takes. I know you're gonna make it.
Blake says the best time to write one is now, and he's here to help. He's created online courses, holds workshops, and has a program for moms too. Since starting the challenge 2 years ago, he's inspired 1,000 letters.
Some of them were in the Army, some guys are CEOs, some guys work with their hands, some religious guys, non-religious guys, like all of the above.
All sharing the same desire to authentically communicate their lasting love for their children.
I tell dads, man, this letter is for you and for your family, but thank you for writing this letter because it does honor my dad's legacy as well.
A tribute to a dad carried on by dads, because legacy is a treasured gift.
Gracie Kate, never forget how much I love you. Love, Dad.
In Bixby, Julie Chin, 2 News Oklahoma.
Whew, doesn't that one just grab you just by the heartstrings? Well, Blake says that you really don't have to stop at one letter. You can write many throughout your lifetime to your children. To learn more on the Legacy Letter Challenge, go to kjrh.com and click on Positively Oklahoma.